All right, hi there. Today I'm going to be changing this chain out here on this DEWALT 20-volt chainsaw that I've got. It takes a Oregon chain, 12-inch. I got this up at Home Depot, same place where I bought the saw. It's been a really great chainsaw for me. The only thing that's kind of come up lately is it started leaking some oil out here on the bottom. I'm not 100% sure where exactly or why why it's been doing that, but anyway, the idea is we're going to take this apart and go ahead and get this new chain on here. Let's see, looks like we're going to need a couple of tools here. Wasn't sure if this was toolless or, well, maybe not. Never mind, looks like it is toolless. The cover just comes right off. Some of the steels and the echoes, you need the specialized bar or whatnot to take it off. Oh yeah, you can see all that oil just leaked out all over my tailgate there, so that's fantastic. To go grab a rag real quick and clean this up. All right, I got the chain off and got this part here cleaned up. It was really dirty. There was a ton of gunk in here, used bar and chain oil and just pieces from what I've used to cut with. I'm about to put the new one on. I'm going to clean up some more of this stuff right here. Unfortunately, it's still leaking a lot of oil out, and it's coming out of both sides. So this saw's not terribly old. It's probably about 2 or 3 years old. It's not under warranty anymore, unfortunately. It's too bad it wasn't doing this. It's too bad it wasn't doing this, when it was new. Could have just swapped it out for a new one. It's still cuts really good, so I don't see a reason to necessarily replace it. I just have to hold it at the right angle, I suppose, to where this oil doesn't all seep out. It'd be nice if it would that rotates that knob there. It'd be nice if it would not leak out, of course. Anyway, I'm going to take this chain here out. Maybe. I have to get a knife to open it up here. I got a knife right here on the Chevy. Little handy knife here. Cut away from you, not towards you when you're doing this. All right. And here it is. Here we go. Got the new chain out. Now let's make sure we put this on the correct way, of course. If we put it on backwards, we won't be cutting anything. We won't be cutting anything slow. Or how do you say, you'll be cutting nothing fast. If it's on the wrong way. So let's see here. It's always kind of there we go. Some of these are trickier than others, getting them where they're in the right spot. That's the way it needs to be. Exactly like that. All right. Great. Probably should have worn gloves for this. Those latex gloves. I didn't think about it till just now. So just make sure we're all right. Next time we'll be sure to do that. So get the little links around the grooves here and on. There we go. Looks like it's going on. It's definitely the right chain. bar's in pretty good shape. Like I said, I don't do heavy tree work or anything like that, any type of removal as far as that goes. So this saw sees pretty light duty. Just I have a couple of clients that I do their weekly. I go out there every week, and they have a lot of trees, and this saw is beneficial for just chopping up small limbs that fall on the ground, as far as that goes, or making sure that you know, if I have to take a small limb off of a tree, or in the case of that one video I have where I did cut down that little tree, you can actually cut down. Sorry, you can actually cut down a whole tree with this chainsaw. I have done it several times. Small trees, of course, nothing like a fully grown oak tree or anything like that, but I've found it does really well cutting down small trees, even some medium-sized trees, you know, provided the chain is sharp. That's what we're doing now. Tighten it back up. That's about good. I'm sure we still got needs to be a little tighter, I think. There, see how it does. Oh yeah. We'll have to fill it up with oil, obviously, before we test it. I should probably take it all the way apart and see if I can figure out why the reservoir is leaking, as far as that goes. But I think for now we'll just get the chain on and be sure that it works. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. I think we got it. Let's grab some oil first. Yes. Believe it or not, there's still a little bit in there. Wow. Yeah, I guess just all leaking out of there. Seems like it's even coming out of this motor housing here. That can't be good. Yeah, depending on how this, we're probably going to end up taking this apart, and depending on how that goes, might be investing in a new 20-volt chainsaw. Let's go ahead and put this battery in though, and make sure it works. Yep, I'm satisfied. Well, it looks like it's pretty good. All right, we'll fill it back up with bar and chain oil, and be running it again a little bit tomorrow. I've got a job tomorrow where I'm going to be taking a few limbs off of a couple of small trees, and here on Wednesday I've got a job picking up some downed limbs from last week's winter storm that I wasn't able to get to Friday, so I'll go ahead and do that next week. But anyway, that's basically how to change that chain out. It's very easy. I didn't need any tools to take it apart. Just got to loosen that, take that part off right there, and then this whole cover comes off. This is your tightening and loosening spot for the chain, for the tension. That has to be loosened all the way so that the new one can go on. But once that's on there, it's good to go. All right. Hope you learned something. I know I did. See you next time. All right, just a little addendum to that last video where I replaced the chain on the DEWALT saw here. I did end up taking the saw apart as much as I could. I was not able to get this handle piece off. There's somewhere in here that it was connecting, and I wasn't able to remove it in order to completely take the saw completely apart in the middle to see if there's maybe a gasket missing, or if perhaps the tank, the reservoir where the oil is cracked. I'm not sure. My next possible course of action is I could take it to the DEWALT service center a few miles away, or I could, try to take it apart again and get that piece off, or just wait a few weeks, months, and buy a new saw. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I did just get all my DEWALT stuff organized a little bit better here. I've got my charging stations up here, my cord management right here. It's not the greatest, I know, but it is what it is. It's got some cable ties here. I really need to find some more clamps and kind of strap this to the side here. But anyway, yeah, that's all my DEWALTs rest right here. You know, my hedge trimmer, the blower, chainsaw's down there, my Sawzall right here, my grinder. Love this tool. This is great. I've got my drill, my impact driver, my other drill, which this drill be going with me this season in the truck more than likely. Most of my batteries are inside. I have this one out here because I've been using it, but I probably ought to take it back in for the night. The weed eater here, I don't like it because it's got the power head on the motor end. I don't like that in a battery powered trimmer, and it doesn't last terribly long. Trimming wise, it's not terribly powerful. I'm not crazy about it. Of all the DEWALT tools I own, that's probably the one I dislike the most. The circular saw is great. Love the circular saw. The light, the flashlight here, love the flashlight. It's pretty awesome too. And believe it or not, I also have this DEWALT 20 volt shop vac, which is really good. It's a shop vac and a blower. It's actually saved me big time going up in the attic one time to clean out my, when I had to clean out my, what's it called? I had to clean out the drain line on my HVAC because our coil is up in the attic here at the house. And so I, rather than lug that huge shop vac right there, and there's no power up there either, there's no plugs or anything, so rather than lug that thing up there, I got this little boy here, blow it out, suck it out, whatever was clogging up that line, and it was great. So anyway, just a quick update on the DEWALT. I'm gonna see what I can do about that next couple days and go from there. All right, have a good night.